Hi friends, welcome back. It's been a minute since I've done a video, but summertime, it's crazy, kids, you know the jam. But today I'm going to be doing something really exciting. We've talked a little bit about eyeshadow on my other channels and things that I dislike about it for mature skin. And one being oftentimes our skin is crepey and the eyeshadow just enhances that crepiness. So I have come up with a way to fix that problem and allow us to be able to wear eyeshadow with maybe not feeling like it looked as old. Because I know eyeshadow is really fun and I know women really like it. It's not something that I wear on a daily basis, but I am going to show you exactly how I do it when I do want to wear eyeshadow so that my lids don't look as crepey. I have built a eyeshadow palette. I'll hold it up here so you guys can see it. This is built with just the colors that I want. They are refillable and they allow you to have the ability to pick and choose your colors without buying palettes and then throwing them away with colors that you never ever even wore. So they're all magnetic. I'll pull one out here so you can see. They are all magnetic and then they won't fall out. It depends on however many you want to put in here. They're only $12 a piece. So build your palette however you want. Now, the one thing you are going to need in this palette is the balm. I don't want you to get the gloss. The gloss is too much, but you need the balm and we are going to be using that in our tutorial today. So for me, the look I'm gonna go for is this Hilary Duff photo shoot that she did not too long ago in Women's Day Health, I believe. I love the glossy, glowy wash that she has on her eyelids. So we're going to recreate that today with one color, one balm, one brush. So check it out. Today I'm going to be using the multitask brush. I like this one because it's kind of flat, as you can see here. Oh, I forgot I broke a nail this morning. I haven't made it to the nail salon, so you'll have to forgive me. But this is a flat brush and I like it because with it being flat, I can be very strategic about where I want it on my lid and I can do more of a patting motion and get more product dispersed evenly. So I think this brush is a must, especially for the way that I'm going to teach you how to do the eyeshadow. To recreate Hilary's eyeshadow look here, I'm going to be using hot chocolate and the multitasker brush. So what I'm gonna do first is take my multitasker brush and swipe it into the hot chocolate with the flat end of the brush. So it's kind of like a paddle almost. And I'm going to take it and just place it slightly onto the almond shape of my eyelid. See, there's just like a natural crease. And not everybody has this if you have hooded eyes or whatever, but what I'm talking about is that if you were to push in on your eyelid, your eyeball, you would have filling. Like you would be able to fill where that crease is at. And that's where I want you to just apply this eyeshadow. I don't want it to be too much. We want it to be very light. I don't like a lot of shimmers usually for mature skin, but to create this eyeshadow look, we kind of need it. So same thing, and you can see that I'm kind of just swiping it onto the almond part of my eyelid. You don't have to be very good at eyeshadows to do this because trust me, I'm not a cut crease, talented, artistic eyeshadow person. I want it to be one color and basically super simple. Okay, so now that I have that in place where I want it, I'm going to take the brush and get just a little bit more of the hot chocolate onto it. And then I took out a little bit of the balm and I put it on the top of my hand. So I'm going to kind of mix those two together just a little bit more so the pigment has a bit more depth, but what I'm gonna do is create a wash with my eyeshadow. So now that I have that balm, I'm going to pat it onto the lid and keep kind of that patting motion. And all I'm going to be doing to this is turning my once powder eyeshadow into more of a cream but it won't have much ability to move or crease because it's going to be more of a wash. So that means it's just not as thick, it's not as dark, it's just going to be kind of more of a color wash onto my eye. You can basically do this with any eyeshadow, any of the eyeshadows I built in my palette or whatever you want to build in yours, but you do want to make sure that you get that balm with it. It is under the demi color section, or you can type in the search bar, just type balm. If you have really, really dry eyelids, you could use the gloss, but I find that the gloss can be just a bit too glossy, and I want it to be like a very sheer wash with any eyeshadow that I wear. And you can just see it just gives that bit of hydration to your eyelid without it being too movable or too creamy, because that's what tends to crease or cause problems. This application and using your eyeshadows this way just really, really gives you that cool wash. And that's what I love the best for mature skin. So hopefully you find this helpful. If you would like help picking an eyeshadow palette that is designed for your eye color, drop me your eye color in the comments below and I will put one together for you. But if you want to build your own eyeshadow palette, the link for shopping the entire collection is also in the description below. So you can shop them and build your own, get your own magnetic palette, and get the multitasker brush. So hopefully you guys find this helpful. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll be back here again with another video for mature women.